What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite pastimes and how it can help you after shit hits the fan. What's going on, guys? Tyler here with Pours, Preps, and Projects, and today we're going to talk about alcohol. And when I'm saying alcohol, I'm meaning liquor. Now, I'm drinking a beer. Yeah, sure, I like it. But as far as stocking up goes, beer does not have the same shelf life as alcohol does. Now, do I think a few cases of Budweiser would last a long time? Sure. Would it demand a pretty penny after shit hits the fan and Budweiser's not being made anymore? Sure. But you can get a lot more bang for your buck and a lot more good times out of the same amount of space from a bottle of this versus 2 or 3 bottles of this. And they take up about the same amount of room. And price is something to consider as well. So, okay, let's back up a little bit. Why should you stock up alcohol? Simple. Even if you don't drink. I do. Many other people do. I'm not sure the exact percentage, but maybe I should look it up real quick. Alright, shit. So after a quick minute of Googling, 85% of Americans have drank at some point in their life. Okay, at some point in their life, not really much to go on. But how hot of a commodity will this be? 69% of Americans, giggity, drank in the last month. So I think that tells you right there. You will have about 2/3 chance of running into somebody who's going to want to buy or barter for alcohol. Now, that's how the shit hits the fan. Honestly, when shit's sideways, people are under stress and, whatever comes with it, with a grid down scenario, with government overreach, with another pandemic, whatever may come, alcohol is only going to go up in sales. And that's shown the past couple of years as well, especially during the lockdown periods. So, anywho, what alcohol should you be stocking up? Well, if you drink, I would stock up something that is of your preference. Now, I'm more of a whiskey guy myself, so up here I've got a couple of examples. Now, for what I really like to drink, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, I like those, but over here, I've got some Knob Creek. This is a little more expensive. I think this is about 30-something bucks a bottle. It's 100 proof, so it's a little bit stronger, and it's pretty good. So that's something that I'm not going to stock up. It's definitely not going to be the Knob Creek. It's more expensive, and I'm going to be paying twice as much for this and only getting half as much as I do this Old Crow. So when we're talking about stocking up, yeah, sure, get some stuff that you like, but don't get it in the quantities for bartering items. Like, for instance, this Old Crow right here. This is bottom shelf, dirt cheap whiskey. With whatever alcohol you're deciding to stock up, go for the bottom shelf. Go for the Barton brand. Like over here from Costco, I believe, Kirkland Gin. I do believe that the Kirkland stuff is going to be a little bit higher quality than your bottom shelf liquor store booze. Just a personal feeling of mine after drinking, examples of both. And the Kirkland is the same price or $5 more. So if you have a membership to Sam's Club or Costco, it might be something to consider when you're there. Stocking up on other items when you're buying in bulk is to also stock up on alcohol while you're there. Because it will be a slightly higher quality and the price will be slightly more than liquor store bottom shelf booze. But I think you'd be getting a better value if you are going to drink it. Now, if you're just strictly stocking up, you don't drink, You just plan on using it as a currency. Well, then buy the dirt cheap bullshit. You know, we mopped it up off the floor and then wrung it out into a carton bullshit, which is Old Crow, which is Kumchaka vodka, stuff like that. It's going to be served in plastic. It's probably going to be sold in strictly a half gallon. And for this right here, for stocking up purposes, it's 15 to 20 bucks wherever you look. Now that's pretty cheap for a half gallon of whiskey. Now, I'm not going to be selling a half gallon whiskey at a time or bartering off half gallon whiskey. Especially the longer that things go, this is going to get a higher and higher and higher and higher premium. Like seriously, it's going to be higher than a giraffe's ass 6 months in. Now, the solution. Oh shit, come on, can I reach it? Damn it, nope. The solution for me would be to get some little jars, little pint jars. And I think this right here is a pint as well, but I think this thing is actually made for hot sauce, but we've got some homemade wine in it right now. And these, you know, they just got a little top like that. There's a little rubber seal on them. These bottles, you can get them online. Hell, you can buy them off of IKEA. You can get them off of Amazon. You can get these right here from the Dollar Tree. And same thing, it's got a little silicone gasket there. Slide it over the top, push a little thing down, it's locked on. Now, most of your alcohols and whatnot, I mean, you're not going to have to worry about this thing just exploding off. And I would go about selling booze that way, or bartering my alcohol that way. It would go in smaller quantities, and I think you'll get more for your money that way. So when you're buying them, just have a box sitting off somewhere, you know, in the bottom of the pantry or something. And if you went and spent, you know, okay, say 15 bucks, okay, it's 150 bucks. You could get 10 bottles of this right here. So it'd be what, 5 gallons of whiskey for 150 bucks? I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. And it will pay dividends after shit hits the fan, and people just want something to calm the hell down. Alcohol also has some things people can do with it medicinally. You can light it on fire. Well, most of them anyway. Depends on the alcohol percentage. Or maybe just go out and buy a bunch of Everclear. That's straight, you can put that shit in your gas tank and it'll run. You can use it to disinfect. You can use it to clean. Shit, you can use it as mouthwash. It's an antiseptic. It's got so much alcohol in it. Now that's going to be a little more expensive, but you know. So, the point of this video is don't ignore alcohol in your preps, because I think this would be one of the stronger preps that people can have. Could really give you a point of negotiation when trying to barter for something from somebody else. And if you do drink, having a backup stock sitting around, you know, like in the night, whatever, your bottle's starting to look like this, and you and your buddies still want to hang out and still want to drink, but you know, everybody's already a little bit lit, so nobody wants to drive to go get more, then you don't have to, because you've already got some just sitting there waiting. Hell, you might even forget about it until you really need it, and that might be a good thing. So, guys, stock up alcohol, and it's not that expensive. You want to know where to look? Go to where the hard alcohol section is, whether you like vodka, whether you like gin, whether you like tequila, whether you like whiskey. Go wherever the stuff is that you usually buy, and just look down. That's going to be your best option. Look down toward the floor, and you're going to find your cheapest stuff. That's why they call it bottom shelf, because that's where they put the shit. And that's also the cheapest. So don't be over there trying to stock up, you know, Patron and Maker's Mark, or how am I forgetting? Crown. I wouldn't be stocking that stuff up. I would be stocking up the cheap bottom shelf garbage, because if it's late at night and you've already had a few, you ain't gonna taste much of a difference anyway. That's one. For two, I don't think anybody's gonna complain about it when you've got some whiskey in a jar to sell, and maybe they've got some ammunition, maybe they've got some matches or some smokes or some food, something that you might really need. I don't think anybody's going to be complaining or sticking their nose up at whatever booze you have to trade them. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be a snob about it at that point. And also, maybe get you some containers so that you can divvy it out in smaller amounts and not be trading off a whole half gallon at a time. Alright guys, I think that's about all I got for you today. Go out, stock up some alcohol, whether you drink it or not. No excuses. And like I said, you can get it on the cheap. Now, if you guys like my channel, go check out my girl's channel. That's Miss Nature Prepper. She does food hauls and foraging, things like that. Go check out Martin Midlife Misadventures as well. They're good people. They do a lot of the food hauls and things as well. And if you guys want to help support the channel, I'll have an Amazon link in the description. You guys can go there, do your Amazon shopping that you was already going to do, and I'll get a little cut from it. Well, guys, I think that's it for today. I'm going to finish this beer and get out of here.